Hello dear student, in part 2, Unit 5 Surface Chemistry, we will cover the following contents. Factor affecting the adsorption, adsorption isotherm, catalyst as a promoter and inhibitor, types of catalysis, homogenesis and heterogenesis, adsorption theory of heterogeneous catalysis. So in part 2, our first topic is factor affecting adsorption. First, nature of adsorption. Same gas may be adsorbed to different extent on different adsorbent. So it is based on the attraction force between adsorbate and adsorbent. Like in physical adsorption, adsorbate form multilayer, and in chemical adsorption, adsorbate form unimolecular layer. Next, surface area. If surface area of adsorbent is greater, then the greater is the extent of adsorption. Next, nature of gas. Being adsorbed, greater is the critical temperature of gas. Critical temperature means the temperature at which gas start formed liquefied, and that temperature is lower, and in lower temperature van der Waals force of attraction is greater, and thus greater is adsorption, especially in physical adsorption. Next, pressure. Adsorption increases with increasing pressure at constant temperature. The effect is large if temperature is kept constant at low value. It means at low temperature, adsorption increases with increasing pressure. Next, temperature. Adsorption is an exothermic process involving the equilibrium. It means at equilibrium, when the process of adsorption and desorption both are taken place simultaneously on the surface of adsorbent, the two opposing process involve adsorption of gas molecule on the surface of solid and desorption of the gas molecule from the surface of solid into gaseous phase. So, as adsorption is accompanied by evolution of heat, so in accordance with Le-Chatelier principle, increase of temperature decrease the adsorption and vice versa. So when increases the temperature, adsorption increases. Adsorption isotherm. It is the plot of mass of gas adsorbed per gram of adsorbent, x by m. Here x is the mass of gas adsorbed and m is the per gram of adsorbent, versus equilibrium pressure at constant temperature. So when we plot between x by m versus equilibrium pressure, we can see that when the pressure increases, adsorption process also increases at some extent, and after that adsorption free from the pressure. At that point, the pressure is called saturated pressure. Here temperature is constant. Basically at low temperature, adsorption occur in large extent. See the next graph. At low temperature 195 Kelvin, adsorption occur in larger extent, but in high temperature 243 Kelvin temperature, adsorption process occur in low extent. Freundlich adsorption isotherm. It gave empirical relationship between quantity of gas adsorbed by unit mass of solid adsorbent and pressure at particular temperature. So Freundlich give a empirical relationship. Basically it is x by m is equal to kp power 1 by n, where x is the mass of gas adsorbed on mass of m of adsorbent at pressure P. Here K and N are constant. N is the constant which is depend upon the nature of adsorbate and adsorbent. Taking logarithm on both sides on Freundlich empirical equation, then we get log x by m is equal to log k plus 1 by n log p. Then the validity of Freundlich isotherm can be verified by plotting graph between log x by m versus log p, and we get a straight line with slope 1 by n, and it is almost equal to the intercept log k. It is come to be a straight line. The Freundlich isotherm is valid, otherwise not. Freundlich isotherm explain the nature of adsorption by the factor 1 by n. So when we take 1 by n is equal to 0, x by m adsorption at the value of 1 by n 0, adsorption is constant. The adsorption is independent of pressure. So here when we increase the pressure, adsorption is constant when we take the value of n by n is equal to 0. When 1 by n is equal to 1, x by m is equal to kp. It means x by m adsorption is proportional to pressure. The adsorption varies directly with pressure. Both the conditions are supported by experimental results. The experimental isotherm always seems to approach the saturation at the high pressure, but this cannot be explained by Freundlich isotherm, thus it failed at high pressure. Next, Freundlich isotherm give equation for solutions. Here the empirical relationship between adsorption and equilibrium concentration is x by m is equal to kc power 1 by n, where c is equal to equilibrium concentration. On taking logarithm on the above equation, we get log x by m is equal to log k plus 1 by n log c. When plot graph between log x by m against log c, a straight line is obtained which shows the validity of Freundlich isotherm. And the final concentration and initial concentration, the difference between the final and initial concentration give a value of x. Using the above equation, the validity of Freundlich isotherm can be established. Important characteristic of adsorption: it is specific and selective in nature because easily liquefied gases are adsorbed on adsorbent surface. Adsorption is a spontaneous process, therefore change in free energy del G is negative. We have already studied in thermodynamics. If del G value is negative, process is spontaneous. From the equation, del G is equal to del H minus T del S. So for the negative value of del G in system in which randomness decreases, because here two processes occur, adsorption and desorption, and both processes oppose the randomness of the system. So therefore del H must be negative, hence adsorption is always exothermic. Bas. Application of adsorption. First, for production of high vacuum, the remaining trace of air can be adsorbed by charcoal and form very high vacuum. Gas mask. Gas mask is usually used for breathing in coal mines and to absorb poisonous gases. Third, silica and aluminum gels are used as adsorbent from atmosphere and control humidity. Removal of coloring matter from solution. So animal charcoal remove the color of solutions by adsorbing colored impurities. Next, it is used in heterogeneous catalysis. Adsorption of reactant on solid surface of catalyst increase the rate of reaction, uh, like Haber process and manufacture of sulfuric acid in contact process. In separation of inert gases, due to difference in degree of adsorption of gases by charcoal, a mixture of noble gases can be separated by adsorption of charcoal at different temperature. Next, as a adsorption indicator, surface of certain precipitates such as silver halide have the property of adsorption, some dyes, etc. Thereby the production of characteristic color at the end point. Next, last, chromatographic analysis. Chromatographic analysis based on the phenomena of adsorption and find a number of applications in analytical and industrial field. Catalyst. These are the substances which alter the rate of chemical reaction and themselves remains chemically and quantitatively unchanged after reaction, and the phenomena is known as catalysis. This catalyst may be shows the effect of positively and negatively in chemical reaction, and those catalysts which alter the rate of chemical reaction are called promoters. These are the substances which increase the activity of catalyst. For example, molybdenum is promoter, whereas iron is catalyst in Haber process. See the chemical equation: nitrogen react with hydrogen in the presence of iron catalyst and molybdenum as a promoter and form product ammonia gas. So here molybdenum increase the activity of iron catalyst and increase the rate of reaction, and we obtain the ammonia gas as a product in Haber process. Next, catalytic poison inhibitor. So those catalysts show the negative effect of on the chemical reaction that are called poisons or inhibitor. So these are the substance which decrease the activity of catalyst. For example, arsenic acts as the catalytic poison in manufacture of sulfuric acid by contact process. So here arsenic used as a poison on nickel catalyst, so the rate of reaction in the contact process decreases by the use of poison arsenic. Types of catalysis. There are two types of catalysis: homogeneous catalysis and heterogeneous catalysis. When the catalyst and reactant are in the same phase, this kind of catalysis process is known as homogeneous catalysis. For example, in the chemical reaction, sulfur dioxide react with oxygen in the presence of nitrogen oxide catalyst and form sulfur trioxide. So we can see that in this chemical equation, reactant and catalyst both are present in same physical state. In heterogeneous catalysis, when the catalyst and reactant are in different phase, the catalytic process is said to be heterogeneous catalysis. For example, in this chemical reaction, sulfur dioxide in the presence of platinum catalyst form sulfur trioxide. So we can say that here reactant present in gaseous physical state but catalyst present in solid physical state. So both are different. Adsorption theory of heterogeneous catalysis. The mechanism involved in 5 steps. In first step, diffusion of reactant molecule to surface of catalyst. See the picture. In this picture, free valences of the catalyst surface present, and these are the reactant molecule. Adsorb the molecule on the surface of reactant surface, and after that occur in between the chemical reaction and form a intermediate. Then dissolve the reaction product from the surface of the catalyst, and after that diffusion of the reactant product away from the catalyst surface. So in this 5 step complete the mechanism of the heterogeneous catalysis.